Legend Cub.
Holding it off. So what's happening with this line here, folks, is that we took off on a line a little bit further. We're going to land at this line with all the blinky lights so the pilots can see it in the nighttime here. It's not nighttime yet. Don't call the FAA. Here we go. They're going to get it lined up. Here's Dave Curley on short final. He's going to try to get right to the line, not land before it. If he lands for it, it doesn't count. Burst of power. Oh, too short for David Curley.
Rick Ness is coming around the...
He's coming around base to final here, folks. Watch how he likes to play with angle of attack, the way the airplane starts to get its nose up higher and higher, working those slats on the front. Burst of power, hold it off, no! Too short for Rick Ness as well. Now, Anitra, we've got someone on base leg up there. That is going to be Eric Massey.
Eric Massey flew here from Alaska to fly for you guys here at Oshkosh. He and Nathan Rehawk, we got 2 Alaskans flying in the demos here this year.
Turning base to final now, settling down in. Nice and smooth weather for them. No one's had to do anything crazy on the controls tonight, keeping that rudder to keep it nice and straight, working the angle of attack, hold it off, full flaps, hold it off, power, get over the line, heavy on the brakes, stick full back, and he is stopped. Looks like stopped sub 200 as well, Anitra.
Awesome. Let's see, we've got Diesel Dobson in Moxie. That is a 172 tail dragger conversion taking the line. Very controversial.
Full beans for Diesel. Off a little bit longer. Now, don't hold it against him. That plane is a bit heavier than the ones you just saw.
All right, now we've got an amazing aircraft. This is the Backcountry Super Cubs SQ2. These are really neat aircraft.
Purpose built for Stoll. Winding it up, full throttle. Here we go. Tail coming off the ground. Pulling a little too early, but we're off in less than 200 feet again.
We've got another Alaskan taking the line, Nathan Rehawk in a very highly modified PA-12.
This PA-12 is a Lycoming 0360 on the front, making 200 horsepower, 35-inch Alaskan bush wheels, 86-inch Kato GA propeller. Here we go, winding it up. She's loud! Sub 100-foot takeoff. That's going to be the shortest of the night.
I think he has that's a little modified, that airplane. Just a little bit.
No, it's not a normal PA-12, is it?
Now we've got the Sonic Rebel. This is a Murphy Super Rebel. It's a big beast. A lot of people think it's a Moose, but actually it is a Super Rebel, and the only difference between the Moose and this airplane is this one's about 500 pounds lighter than the Murphy Moose.
Oh, here she goes! Ah! Woo! Every time that thing takes off, I feel weird inside. It is something else. That is a sound. That's why we call it the Sonic Rebel. That thing is making over 600 horsepower.
All right, here comes Diesel.
Good over the line for Diesel Dobson. Levi Nogas on the line saying it's good, and he is bouncing down to a stop there, Anitra. What a competitor. Diesel Dobson, of course, former fighter pilot, used to fly F-16s for our great nation. We've got some more of this second heat of aircraft in the sky right now. Watch that beautiful Oshkosh sunset. You're going to see them come around base to final around those trees, line up on this runway right now. The other thing you're going to see tonight, folks, is we got some helpers in the crowd. I see them down to the other side of the runway there, handing out some baseball cards. If you want some baseball cards, some stole cards. If you want some stole cards, make sure to say hi to them, get their attention, cheer for them. They'll come hand them out for you. Here we go. Now, off in the distance, next pilot turning base to final around the trees.
That is Erica Jarima joining us with that SQ2 Backcountry Super Cup.
Okay, we've got them stacked up now. SQ2's short final. Next aircraft in the pattern is going to be doing some 360s to keep the spacing nice and safe. Here he comes in the SQ2. Watch the way this aircraft slows down. Watch the way the slats hold the air to the top of the wing. Look at those big old flaps. Burst of power. Got it over the line. Now he's got to get it stopped. Sticks full back using all that aerodynamic braking. Boom goes the dynamite. And we are sub 150 on the landing there for Harema.
All right. Now, real quick, we want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors of the Twilight Flight Fest tonight. We want to say thank you to Cleveland Wheels and Brake Systems and Wing for supporting this event so that we can bring this great show for you guys.
Again, watch the angle of attack. When you start to fly this slow, you got to use the rudder instead of your ailerons to keep her straight. Hold, hold. Good over the line. The tail wheel can touch before the line. We only care about the mains in STOL demonstration. And look, Anitra, it's my favorite, the Sonic Rebel coming in. That thing weighs 2,000 pounds empty. It is a beast, and it might have a party trick for you.
If he gets the timing right, definitely party tricks and hang on to your heart.
Yeah! Oh, I love a good beta thrust in the morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is. That was incredible. When you've got an airplane that big, if you can get some thrust going in the opposite direction, just like on an airliner, you're going to get stopped that much sooner.
All right, we got Joe Dory Jr. in his Pacer. This was a tri-pacer, then a pacer, then an experimental pacer that has all kinds of gadgets on there. And he brought his whole family here in that.
Mods on mods on mods on mods. Now, Michael Busnitz, brother of Clint Busnitz. That was a 100-foot takeoff, folks, in a Zlin Norden. That airplane, we've talked a lot about slats tonight. That airplane has electric slats on the front of the wing that helps, again, keep you with the wind, the apparent wind, attached to your wing. It lets you slower. It lets you fly slower. Here we go.
Robbie Staten taking off now.
Off around 200 feet on that one. On Tuesday, folks, Robbie was just floating into the air. It was like magic.
Yeah, well, the winds made it much more fun. I mean, we love the calm winds, but yeah.
I just took it because it was keying. Here we go, base to final now. Joe Dory Jr. keeping it nice and tight, very controlled through the trees there, slipping it down. Love watching a slip down to final. Holding it off now, settling it down, pulling that throttle out. Oh, a little burst of power to hold it off. Will he save it? He saved it! Now the downside is you got a lot of extra speed. Means your brakes got to work a little bit harder to get her stopped at the end of the runway there. But that was textbook. That was poetry in motion. If you are an aspiring STOL pilot, you'd do well to watch Joe Dory Jr.
Michael Busenitz coming in now he's Stoll Creek Aviation. He's actually a dealer for these.
Oh, that was close, but I think it was good over the line. I want to point out those flaps. They're like a little mini airliner flaps on that airplane.
Robbie Staten from Rob's Cubs. A little high over the line, but he made it.
Gave up about an airplane length beyond the line. He's just going to roll out. He's probably not very happy with that one. And we are back to the beginning, folks. Here is Bo Ellis